Right, livestock theft is common in the Eastern Cape, with thousands of cases reported every year, and it seems it's leading to an increase in crime. I've been asking you for stories from your area and to highlight areas of service delivery failure by sending me videos that show that, and then we'd knock on doors and try and get some answers for you. Well, this week I received an email telling me about violence around the area of eNgcobo in the Eastern Cape, and that email told me about 11 people that, according to the person who sent it, have died since the start of the year. Can you believe that? 11 people dead, on the version at least of the people who sent me that email. And it's connected to cattle theft. And the community is angry and wants policing action. In a moment, I'll be joined by the mayor of eNgcobo local municipality, that's Siyabulela Zangqa. But before I do that, I want you to take a look at this video that some women in the community there sent to me about that particular situation. Have a listen.
Apha nge-14 ka-Agasti kuye kwatshaba umuntu ongumama nonyana wakhe betshiswa bedutyulwa nabantwana abane abasindayo babencedwa ke ngumalume wabo, malume lowo wabo ongasekhoyo apha emhlabeni owaye waxhaxhwa ngaye watshaba. Amapolisa asedalasile apha eNgcobo kule ndawo yethu la asigadileyo akazange abe nayo ukhathalelo. Kwaye kwafika amapolisa asemthatha nasekomani, kodwa wona elapha ekuhlaleni akazange afika ngengomso seyidlulile into.
Jikela ngaphezulu.
Siya saphakama ke singomama balapha ngokudinwa, ukufelwa nokufelwa ngumama ngo-Agasti kwinyanga yomama, etshisiwe edutyulwe. Sabona ukuthi masihambe siyoma nathi ekhoti sichaze uba asifuni bheki kwabo bantu, ngoba sinawukwazi ukuhlala nabo singenakwazi ukubajonga. Siye sathi kwakwenzeka.
So that is the video that I received from a number of women from the area of Ngogi in eNgcobo. And so let's have a conversation there with the mayor of eNgcobo local municipality, Siyabulela Zangqa. Mayor, thank you for joining me. So what do you know about this situation where there seems to be some kind of violence that has been happening for months on end now, and seems to be no abating in the violence, and it seems to be linked to stock theft? What do you know about it?
Thank you very much. This kind of violence has been there for quite some time. It is linked to stock theft, and most unfortunately, our community structures did not respond well when this particular incident started. So we then, it was so unfortunate when we heard that there is a mother and his son who were shot and burnt in a house because they are fighting. Apparently, there are groups that are competing in this business of stock theft. So that's what has been happening in that particular area. So everyone there has been living under the conditions of fear. And what we did as the government, we immediately went there, especially after the killing of that particular woman and together with his son that were burnt in a house in a roundabout. We went there and we interacted with the members of the community, and they expressed to us that what is taking place there, it makes them to fear in each and every night. And we revived license forums and we set up our license forums with the other members of the community. And the other problem that was taking place there was that they don't have trust with the police because they seem to know the perpetrators of these crimes, but they expressed that they fear to report this incident to SAPS because they don't trust, in a particular incident, they mentioned a person who is a station commander at Dalasile police station to say that they don't trust him because the police would not come immediately when they have reported this kind of incident.
Mayor, you're absolutely right. That's the version of events that they relate in that video that they sent to me there, that, you know, the trust between themselves and the police has broken because the police, they feel that the police are not responsive to their fears. And I won't be unfair on you, Mayor, to be honest, by asking you to account for policing. It is not a municipal function except for, municipal police. So it would be unfair on you. I am expecting that the Eastern Cape MEC for Community Safety and even the Premier will be coming through. We were told that they are busy with a cabinet meeting today, but we will continue to knock on their doors for answers. Even the Commissioner, someone has to answer for this. But what I will ask you, Mayor, is, as far as you know, how many people have died as a result of this? Because what you describe as a battle between various groups who are involved in stock theft sounds pretty serious. It sounds like some kind of a syndicate and that has been going on for a long time. How many people have died since January, as far as you know?
As far as I know, about 9 people have died.
Wow.
Because in that particular area, we've got four people that have lost their lives. And there is another village at Umtunhloni, which is at another ward. What is interesting is that the person who had been convicted of committing a crime in that particular area, who shot members of the family, was a person who was living with the people who were shot and burnt in a rendezvous.
Yeah.
So, according to the report of the police, there is a link between what is taking place at eNgcobo as well as what has happened at Umtunhloni. But what as much as we cannot respond on behalf of the police, but there have been some good news that the police have managed to break through to a point that there are people who have been apprehended by the police, and there are patrols that are being done by the police at night. But unfortunately, when I asked the police as to what time did they do those patrols, they told me that no, they cannot digest for security reasons.
Yeah. Okay, Mayor, thank you for that information. And even on your account, 9 people dead in those villages related to this particular incident is quite serious. And one would expect that this should really be escalated on the part of the police and the officials who are in charge of community safety in the Eastern Cape. Lastly, Mayor, linked to what I've just said, who needs to do what to ensure that the communities in areas like eNgcobo and Umtunhloni, as you mentioned, feel safer at night? Who needs to move, and what exactly do they need to do right now?
Yes, the good thing that the government has done is that immediately when there were those killings in those particular villages, our Premier and as well MEC for Safety and Housing, together with the Provincial Commissioner, they also as well visited that particular area. We have a meeting with the members of the community. So we then agreed that we need to activate community policing forums. We need to re-establish trust between the members of the community and members of the South African Police Service. And what you have done, there are dedicated SAPS members that are dealing with that particular matter. Because we then said that the members of the community, they must be able to report this kind of incident to people with whom they trust. So there are dedicated policemen that have been assigned by the Provincial Commissioner. There is a team that is dealing with those particular issues. And we've since spoken with the members of the community to say whatever lead that they have, they must report it to that dedicated team.
Right. Siyabulela Zangqa, the mayor of the eNgcobo local municipality, I've got to thank you for your time and opening up really about the situation. There you have it. I mean, what a story playing out in a village called Ngogi in the Eastern Cape in the area of eNgcobo. And it came through because people heeded the call that I've been making to say that let's not wait until things are completely damaged and run down and basically we're now knocking to ask for answers why things happened in the way that they did. If you can pick up the phone and actually just reach out to us and see if we can knock on doors and get people to account, we will do that. The Premier of the Eastern Cape and the MEC for Community Safety don't owe me, Thula Sizwe Semelane, an answer, or eNCA an answer. They owe the people of Ngogi village in eNgcobo an answer. So when they are done with their cabinet meeting, which we accept, it does happen, we do expect that they'll be coming through to tell us what exactly will happen. 9 people dead on the account of the mayor and 11 on the account of the women who sent me that video. That's a serious matter. It needs to be attended to.